Hello, and welcome to Building HR Systems That Work for Women Spotlight. I'm here today with Lisa. Lisa, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lisa Zahner, and I'm a senior manager for global payroll for Condeva.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Lisa, tell me from your perspective, why has HR been a women led space? And if you believe that is true historically, do you feel like that's true today?
Yeah, so historically, when women were entering the workforce, they were taking on more administrative positions like HR. Leadership roles were not accessible to them, and HR was seen more of a woman's job since it was more clerical and focused on empathy, communication, and people skills. In today's world, HR still has that same perception that this is a woman's field. One reason is just due to the skills that are needed to be successful in the field being viewed as strengths for women. Another reason is that young women see grown women being successful in this field and want to follow in their footsteps. And over the years, HR has been transforming more from administrative work into a strategic partner. And this
Mhm.
has really given women more opportunity to take on leadership positions.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, and I've seen that as well. So from what you've seen, Lisa, in your world, how do HR systems either support or drain women leaders?
So, one area HR systems can really help support women is just providing pay transparency to help close the gender pay gap. When companies are disclosing their salary bands and compensation policies, this information helps us understand how our pay is being calculated. And then it also holds companies accountable to ensure that the same job is being paid at the same rates. However, if you look at it from the other side, this can drain women as well if companies don't have these policies around pay transparency. For example, during the hiring process, companies can base salary decisions on prior salary instead of paying for the market value of that new role. And also during interviews, when we answer questions around what your expected salary would be, this all can create further pay gaps for women who have historically been underpaid.
Yes, I can see that as well, from the position of being the hiring manager in my previous roles, but also being the employee that is going through the recruitment process. So that is very, very scary, especially when you add data to your nervous system. It kind of connects and makes sense, and it makes it even more scary, Lisa.
We tend to maybe sell ourselves short a little bit. So we don't, we're seen as maybe not willing to negotiate as much. So that is all ways that we can just be historically paid less than what a man's being paid for a role.
Yes, yes. Okay. So, Lisa, thinking about technology that support and drain women leaders, and you think about the work that you do, and you think about your personal life, what's one piece of technology that you use to make your work life and your personal life easier?
So one thing I use to help my work is I use payroll or professional organizations such as the Payroll Org and SHRM websites. These websites I'm able to go out to and get training and tools and resources I need to do my jobs. For example, the One Big Beautiful Bill was announced. I was able to go out and get information for all the changes that happened because it was both, from the employees W-2 to just even how we fill out our W-4 for employees. There's a lot of information about how that impacts employees. So, plus these community sites give me an opportunity to post questions, and I can see other questions that were posed and answers that were given. This also includes I can get sample communications and templates. And just by having these resources, it has helped me better understand what other companies are doing and provides me with ideas on how best to complete my work.
And that's got to breed confidence in the workplace as a woman, right?
It does, because there's a lot of times where, we don't always get I don't always have a legal person to ask questions to, and so it makes me stand out because I've gone and got this information out myself, and I'm able to then provide information back to my leadership team, on how best to move forward. So it's just really, has helped me grow and, get other ideas and, be able to present better to my leadership team.
I love that. I love that for you, but I also love that for all the people you're serving within your organization, because they get to benefit from your knowledge and your confidence as you execute your business. So shout out to you, Lisa, and thank you for sharing that.